Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is about infinite limits part 3. So, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung parts 1 and 2, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo rin. Kasi mahalaga may background na kayo dito sa topic. Nakapag-discuss na ako ng concept sa part 1 at nakapag-solve na tayo ng problem. So para may idea na kayo sa mga isosolve natin ngayon. So tutuloy lang natin sa part 2, umabot tayo sa problem number 19. Okay, so solve lang tayo ng more problems. Tuloy natin. Let's have problem number 20. So sulat ko muna. Limit of 1 over t times the quantity 1 minus 1 minus 1 over the square root of 2t plus 1 as t approaches 0 from the right. So, from the right, ibig sabihin, ina-approach na value ni x is 0 through values less than greater than 0. True greater than 0. Okay? At t is approaching 0 through values greater than 0 kasi from the right. So, try natin kung pwede nating i-direct sub yung 0 sa mga t kung hindi mag-i-indeterminate. So, 1 over 0, 1 minus 1 over the square root of 2 times 0 plus 1. So, 1 over 0 times 1 minus 1 over the square root of 2 times 0, 0, plus 1, 1. So, 1 over 0 times 1 minus square root of 1 is 1, or 1 over 1, 1 na lang. So, naging 1 over 0 times 0, which is, it is an indeterminate, right? 0 over 0. So, hindi pwedeng tanggapin as the value of the limit. So, pwede tayong mag-manipulate. Bawal yung 0 over 0. Ang gagawin ko muna is, pwede kong i-combine muna to as a single fraction. So, magiging limit ng 1 over t times, so, ang LCD is, so ito may over 1, yung 1 na to. So, ang LCD ng 1 and square root of 2t plus 1 is square root of 2t plus 1 pa rin, di ba? Okay, tapos next na gagawin, LCD divided by 1, square root of 2t plus 1 pa rin, times the numerator 1, square root of 2t plus 1. And then minus, dito naman, LCD divided by dito sa denominator ng second fraction. So, 1 cancel. Then times the numerator 1, 1 times 1, 1. Or magiging ano siya, limit ng 1 times ito sa numerator is yun pa rin, square root of 2t plus 1 minus 1 over t times ito, pagtatabihin lang natin, t square root of 2t plus 1. Limit as t approaches 0 from the right. So, tsaka natin i-rationalize. Di ba may radical tayo? Okay, so ano yung gagawin natin to rationalize? Imumultiply natin both numerator and denominator by the conjugate ng expression na may radical. Actually, pareho sa numerator tsaka denominator meron. Pero pipiliin nyo yung two terms. Kasi ito, one term lang yan, di ba? Ito, yung radical expression na may radical sa expression na two terms. So, kukuhain natin yung conjugate neto. Bale, kokopyahin nyo lang yung first term, yung square root ng 2t plus 1, and then, opposite sign ng second term. So, kung negative 1 yan, opposite niya is positive 1. Then, kopyahin nyo lang din sa denominator, yung square root of 2t plus 1 plus 1. Then, so i-multiply na natin numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. So sa numerator, kapag minultiply natin yung conjugate of each other, special product na lang. Magiging difference of two squares yan. Shortcut, di ba? So i-square mo lang yung first term, square root ng 2t plus 1 squared, tapos minus the square nung second term na 1 squared. Okay, tapos sa denominator naman, i-multiply natin to. So hindi ko na i-expand. Aanahin ko na lang siya. Pagtatabihin ko na lang. So t square root of 2t plus 1 times square root of 2t plus 1 plus 1. Then limit as t approaches 0 from the right. So pag sinimplify natin, magiging, eto makakancel mo na yung square root with the square. Okay. So, magiging 2t plus 1, and then minus 1 square is 1. Excuse me, sorry. Over, so copy lang yung denominator. T square root of 2t plus 1 times the quantity square root of 2t plus 1 plus 1. Then, limit as t approaches 0 from the right. So, makakancel natin tong 1 minus 1, 0 na lang. So, magiging limit ng 2t na lang over t square root of 2t plus 1 times square root of 2t plus 1 plus 1 as t approaches 0 from the right. So, may makakancel tayo. Ito, yung t. 'Di ba? Ito yung magpapa-indeterminate yung factor na t. Kasi pag dinirect substitute nyo yung 0 sa t, magzi-0 over 0. So, dahil kinancel na natin, possible, pag nire-evaluate natin yan sa 0, yung mga t, pinalitan ulit natin ng 0 sa simplified form, hindi na yan mag-i-indeterminate. Baka maging infinite limit na yan. Okay? So, try natin. Bale, magiging 2 na lang over the square root of 2t plus 1 times square root of 2t plus 1 plus 1. Then, limit as t approaches 0 from the right. Okay, so try natin i-substitute na ulit, no? Yung 0 sa mga t kung magiging defined para ma-evaluate na natin yung limit. So 2 over the square root of 2 times 0 plus 1 times the quantity square root of 2 times t 0 plus 1 plus 1. So 2 over square root of 2 times 0, 0 plus 1, 1. Or ano na yan, square root of 1 is 1, right? Tapos ito, square root of 2 times 0, 0, plus 1, 1. Or square root ng 1 is 1, plus 1. So, 2 over 1 times 1 plus 1, 2. So, hindi siya infinite limit. Meron pala siyang value, finite value, which is 2 divided by 2, 1. So, the value of the limit is 1. Okay? Problem 20. Next. Problem number 21. For problem number 21, limit of x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 6x plus 8. Then limit as x approaches to from the left. Okay, from the left may minus sign tayo. Ibig sabihin, ina-approach na value ni x is 2 through values less than 2. So, pwede nyong i-assign ay 1.99999, diba? Basta close sa 2 pero less than 2 kasi from the left. Okay? So, mas maganda kung i-ano natin, i-simplify na natin agad kung pwedeng ma-simplify. I-factor natin to. Pwede nyo munang i-try, pwede nyo naman i-direct sub yung 2 kung magiging define, pero kung pwede nyo naman nang i-simplify agad, i-simplify natin. I-factor ko na agad. Okay? Kasi factorable naman tong numerator tsaka denominator, right? So, factor ng x squared plus x minus 2, dalawang linear factors, diba? So, factors ng x squared is x and x. And then, iisip kayo ng dalawang factors ng negative 6 na kapag inad nyo is equal sa coefficient ng x na 1. Pwedeng negative 2 plus 3. Kasi negative 2 times 3, negative 6. Tas negative 2 plus 3, 1. Okay, so ito yung factor ng numerator. Sa denominator, yan, factorable din yan. So, quadratic trinomial, dalawang linear factors din. Binomial. So, factors ng x squared, x and x. And then, isip ng factors ng constant 8 kapag inad mo is equal sa coefficient ng x negative 6. Pwede negative 2 and negative 4 kasi negative 2 times negative 4, positive 8. Negative 2 plus negative 4, negative 6. Then limit as x approaches to from the left. Yan, so may makakancel tayo. X minus 2. Notice na kapag pinlagin mo yung 2 sa x minus 2, magzi-0 over 0. So kung dinirect substitute pala natin si 2, dito sa mga x, magi-indeterminate yan. Okay, so good thing, sinimplify na natin agad. So na-cancel na natin tong factor na x minus 2. Magiging limit ng x plus 3 over x minus 4 na lang. Yun natira. Then limit as x approaches to from the left. So pwede nyo nang i-direct sub yung 2 sa x. So 2 plus 3 over 2 minus 4. Hindi to magi-infinite limit kasi hindi nag-0 yung denominator eh. Diba? Hindi nag-approach sa 0. So 2 plus 3, 5 over 2 minus 4, negative 2. Or negative 5 halves. Yan. So, hindi siya infinite limit but finite yung value ng limit, negative 5 halves. Okay, 21, 22. For 22, limit of x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 6x plus 8 as x approaches 4 from the left. Yan, so left hand limit uli. This time, ina-approach ni x si 4 through values less than 4. Let's say 3.999999 ... Okay? So parang yung ano lang din to, yung problem 21. 'Di ba? Parehong-pareho sila ng expression. Na iba lang yung ina-approach na value ni x. Ngayon 4 from the left. So i-simplify na rin natin, bale ang factored form netong dalawa, or kung isi-simplify natin, 'di ba ito yung factored form nung numerator tsaka denominator. Yan. Tapos, makakancel nga yung x minus 2. So, matitira is limit ng x plus 3 over x minus 4 as x approaches 4 from the left. Yan. So, pwede na nating i-direct sub yung 4 sa mga x. Try natin. So, 4 plus 3 over 4 minus 4. So, 4 plus 3, 7. Over 4 minus 4, ito magzi-zero yan, di ba? Pero, approaching true positive or approaching zero true positive or negative values? So, dahil from the left tayo, ang i-assign nating value kay x, di ba? Close sa 4 but less than 4. 3.99999. Dot. So, kapag sinubtract nyo yung 3.99999 minus 4, negative yon, di ba? So, approaching 0 to through negative values. Okay? So, automatic infinite limit yan kasi may constant ka sa numerator tapos yung denominator mo is approaching 0 through negative values. Pero anong sign ng infinity? Positive or negative? So, rule ng integers, division of integers. Positive yung numerator divided by negative yung denominator. Positive divided by negative. Negative. So, negative infinity yung sagot. Okay. Next, problem number 23. Limit of x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 6x plus 8 as x approaches 4 from the right. So, ano naman tayo? Right-hand limit naman kasi may plus sign. Ibig sabihin, ina-approach ni x si 4 through values greater than 4. Okay, so pwede nating i-assign kay x is, let's say, 4.00000.1. Okay? So, parang ito lang din yung number 23. Yung number 22, 'di ba? Pareho lang sila ng expression sa limit. Yung f of x natin is same lang. X squared plus x minus 6, x squared minus 6x plus 8. So, kapag sinimplify natin, so ano yung factored form neto kanina? Actually, ito, copy ko na lang uli. Kasi same lang sila eh. Yan. So, ito kapag finactor natin, yung numerator at denominator, pero limit as x approaches 4 from the right na tayo. So, makakancel natin yung x minus 2. So, matitira is limit of x plus 3 over x minus 4 as x approaches 4 from the right. So, pwede nyo nang i-substitute yung 4 sa x. So, magiging 4 plus 3 and then 4 minus 4. So, 4 plus 3, 7. Right? Over 4 minus 4, yan, mag-a-approach yan sa 0. Pero true positive or negative values. So, dahil from the right tayo, limit from the right, ang value dapat ng x is close sa 4 but less than 4. So, 4.00000.1. Ganon. Okay? So, pag minus mo yung 4.00001 minus 4, positive yun. So, ibig sabihin, mag-a-approach yan sa 0 through positive values. So, pwede siyang infinite limits kasi constant yung numerator mo tapos yung denominator is approaching 0 through positive values. So, infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign nung infinity? Positive or negative? So, check nyo. Positive yung numerator divided by positive yung denominator. Positive divided by positive, positive. So, the answer is positive infinity. Okay. 23. Next, problem number 24. Limit of x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 6x plus 8 as x approaches 4. So, same lang to, di ba? Same lang yung expression uli sa problem 23 and 22. Pero, naging two-sided limit. Kasi nawala na yung plus minus sign dito sa 4. So, paano yun pag two-sided limit? So, dahil same lang naman yan, dito sa problem 23 tsaka 24, yung f of x natin, so, i-consider natin yung right hand tsaka left hand. So, kanina, from problem number, ano yung right hand limit? Ito, yung problem 23, kasi positive. Ano yung right hand limit kapag yung x is approaching 4 from the right? Ang nakuha nating value is, ito, positive infinity. Ano yung left hand limit? Yung problem number 22 naman yun, di ba? 22 ba? Tama. Approaching 4 from the left. So, ang nakuha nating value is negative infinity. So, ano yung mako-conclude natin sa two-sided limit as x approaches 4? By the concept ng one-sided limits, yung two-sided limit as x approaches 4 is does not exist or will not exist kasi magkaiba yung right hand tsaka left hand. Yung right hand positive infinity eh. Yung left hand negative infinity. Hindi sila same. Magkaiba. So, sasabihin nyo na yung limit nito is does not exist. Otherwise, kung pareho yung RHL tsaka LHL, will exist at equal din dun sa same value ng RHL at LHL. Okay? So, naturo ko naman to, di ba? Yung concept neto sa one-sided limits video ko. So, mahalaga na panood nyo na yon. Okay? Dapat sunod-sunod kayo manood ng mga videos ko. Simula sa unang lesson hanggang ngayon para talagang guided kayo. Link ko na lang sa description na yung mga past video tutorials ko para meron talaga kayong guide. At yung panonood nyo ng mga videos is sunod-sunod. Walang ini-skip na topic. Okay? So, ito, na-discuss ko yung concept sa one-sided limit. Okay? Next. Number 25. Paano naman pag limit ng x over x plus 2 plus x minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 2 as x approaches 2 from the left. So, from the left, ibig sabihin, ina-approach ni x yung 2 through values less than 2. Diba? So, pwedeng value mo ng x i-assign is 1.999999 ... Okay? So, pwede nyong, kapag dinirect sub nyo yung yung 2, try natin kung pwede i-direct sub. Yung 2 sa x. Sa mga x, so 2 over 2 plus 2. This should be negative pala. Negative 2 pala, hindi positive 2. So, ibig sabihin, approaching si x sa negative 2 from the left through values less than negative 2. So, sa number line, kung ito si negative 2, dapat pa ganito. So, ang i-assign nyo na nga yung value ng x is pwedeng negative 2.00000.1. Okay? So, kapag dinirect sub natin yung negative 2 sa mga x, namali ako ng kopya, negative 2 dapat. So, magiging negative 2 over negative 2 plus 2 plus negative 2 minus 2 over, maganda pala kung i-factor muna natin. I-factor ko to para mas madali nating makita yung ina-approach na value, kung positive or negative. So, i-factor ko muna yung, ito hindi na ito ma-factor eh. Pero ito, yung denominator natin na to, pwede ko pa yung i-factor. Quadratic trinomial, di ba? So, pwede siyang dalawang binomial factors, linear. Factor nung x squared is x and x. Then isip kayo ng factors ng constant na negative 2 kapag inad nyo is equal sa coefficient ng x na 1. Pwedeng positive 2 and negative 1. Kasi 2 times negative 1, negative 2, and 2 plus negative 1, positive 1. So dito ko na lang ngayon ipa-plug in yung 2 para naka-factored. So negative 2 minus 2 over negative 2 plus 2, and then negative 2 minus 1. So ito, negative 2, kahit huwag nyo na i-consider sa numerator yung approach yung So negative 2 pa rin yan, pero yung denominator nito, negative 2 plus 2, magzi-zero yan, di ba? Pero, positive or negative, approaching 0 through positive or negative, dahil tayo, approaching negative 2 from the left, di ba? Yung i-assign natin is negative 2.00001. So, pag sinubtract mo, negative 2.0001 plus 2, negative yun, di ba? Approaching 0 through negative. Okay? Dito naman, so sa numerator, negative 2 minus 2, negative 4. Over, so dito sa negative 2 plus 2 uli, mag-a-approach sa 0 through negative. Tapos times mo pa sa negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. So bale, negative times negative, magiging approaching 0 through positive na siya. Okay? So, magiging infinite limit to pareho kasi constant yung numerator tapos yung denominator is approaching 0. So, ito, infinity. Pero anong sign? Negative divided by negative, positive. Then plus, ito naman, infinity ulit. Pero anong sign? Negative divided by positive, negative. So, positive infinity plus negative infinity, or, di ba pwede rin niyang maging infinity, positive infinity minus infinity, positive infinity. This is indeterminate, di ba? One of the indeterminate yan, aside sa 0 over 0. So, hindi pwedeng tanggapin as the value of the limit. So, ang gagawin natin, isi-simplify pa natin or i-combine natin as a single rational expression. Or actually, kahit sa umpisa pa nga lang dapat, kung gusto nyo, i-convert nyo na agad or i-add nyo na agad as a single rational expression. Pwede rin naman. Okay, chinek lang natin kung direct sub is magiging mag-exist yung limit. Okay? So, ano nga to? Negative 2 from the left, no? Yan. So, i-combine natin as a single rational algebraic expression. So, LCD. Hanapin natin yung LCD. So, may x plus 2 tapos x plus 2 times x minus 1. So, paano maghanap ulit ng LCD? Check nyo kung merong common factor. Meron sa x plus 2. So, sulat nyo x plus 2. Tapos, lalagyan nyo yan ng exponent. Pipiliin nyo kung ano yung mas malaking exponent sa dalawa. So dito, x plus 2 to the first invisible exponent. Ito, x plus 2 to the first din. So walang mas malaki. Pareho lang. So yun din yung ilalagay nyo dito na exponent sa LCD. X plus 2 to the first. Tapos, yung mga hindi na common, yung unique, ito sa x minus 1, diba? I-multiply nyo na lang dito sa common na x plus 2. Yan. X minus 1 pala. So, ito yung LCD. Okay? Next, ang gagawin natin is i-divide natin tong LCD sa denominator ng first fraction. Okay? So, makakancel yung x plus 2. Matitira is x minus 1 times the numerator x x times x minus 1. Then plus LCD naman divided by the denominator ng second fraction. So makakancel nyo lahat, right? So matitira is 1 na lang. Then times nyo yung 1 sa numerator x minus 2. X minus 2 pa rin. Then limit as x approaches negative 2 from the left. So simplify pa natin, i-distribute natin si x. Bale, limit ng x squared minus x, tas copy plus x minus 2 over x plus 2 times x minus 1, limit as x approaches negative 2 from the left. So, meron tayong makakancel si negative x plus x. Right? So, ang matitira is limit ng x squared minus 2 na lang sa numerator over x plus 2 times x minus 1 as x approaches negative 2 from the right. So, try natin. I-substitute na natin yung negative 2 sa mga x. Okay? So, bale, negative 2 squared minus 2 over negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2 minus 1. So, negative 2 squared is positive 4 minus 2 or magiging ano na yan? Positive 2 over etong negative 2 plus 2 magzi-zero yan, 'di ba? Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? Approaching 0 through positive or negative values. So dahil ano nga tayo, from the left, ang ina-approach ni x is negative 2 but less than negative 2. So negative 2.0001, right? So pag inad mo yung negative 2.001 plus 2, negative yon, di ba? So approaching 0 to through negative values. Tapos ito naman, simplify nyo lang, negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. So ibig sabihin, approaching 0 through negative values times negative 3, negative times negative, magiging positive na yon. Approaching 0 through positive values na. Okay? So, infinite limit na to kasi constant yung numerator tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. So, infinite limit ang sagot dyan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative infinity? So, check natin. Positive yung numerator divided by positive din yung denominator. So, positive divided by positive, positive. So, the answer is positive infinity. Okay, next, problem number 26. Limit of x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 6 as x approaches negative 3 from the right. Okay. So, ang ina-approach na value ni x is negative 3 from the right. Ibig sabihin, close sa negative 3 pero true values greater than negative 3 kasi from the right eh. So kung sa number line, nandito si negative 3, ang pag-approach natin is pa ganito. So anong pwedeng yung i-assign na value kay x? Bale, pwedeng x is negative 2.99999. ... Okay? So, kung pwede nating i-simplify, simplify na natin agad. Pwede nyo i-try i-direct sub kung magiging define, pero pwede nyo namang i-simplify agad eh. Okay? I-factor natin kung factorable muna. I think factorable to, pareho. So, sa numerator, pag finactor natin yan, dalawang quadratic trinomial. So, dalawang binomial factors na linear yung factor niya. So, factors ng x squared is x and x. And then, isip kayo ng factors ng constant na negative 3 kapag inad nyo is equal sa coefficient ng x na positive 2. Diba pwedeng positive 3 tsaka negative 1? Kasi, positive 3 times negative 1, negative 3, and positive 3 plus negative 1, positive 2. So, ito yung factor ng numerator. Tapos sa denominator naman, Bale, ano rin siya, dalawang binomial factor kasi quadratic trinomial. So, factors ng x squared is x and x. Tapos, isip kayo ng factors ng -6 na kapag inad mo is equal sa coefficient ng x na 1. Pwedeng +3 and -2. Kasi +3 times -2, -6, and +3 plus -2, +1. Okay, so ito yung factored form ng denominator. Then limit as x approaches -3 from the right. So makakancel pala natin tong x plus 3 which is kapag sinubstitute nyo yung -3 dito sa x plus 3, both numerator and denominator, magzi-0 over 0. Mag-i-indeterminate pala talaga siya kung dinirect sub mo yung -3. Okay? So, since kinancel na natin yan, yung x plus 3, magiging x minus 1 na lang over x minus 2. So, hindi na yan mag-i-indeterminate kapag sinubstitute nyo uli yung -3 sa x. So, try natin. Palitan nyo yung mga x ng -3. So, -3 minus 1 over -3 minus 2. Okay, so bale, -3 minus 1 is -4 over, eto hindi naman ito magsi-0, di ba? So, -3 minus 2, -5. And kung i-divide mo, negative divided by negative, makakancel mo yung negative, positive na yan. 4/5. So, hindi siya infinite limit. Finite value, 4/5. Okay? Next, number 27. For problem number 27, limit ng x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 6, x squared plus x minus, as x approaches 2 from the left. Yan. So, ibig sabihin neto, mag-a-approach si x sa 2 through values less than 2 kasi from the left. So, ang pwede nyong i-assign na value dito kay x is 1.9999. Okay? So, etong x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 6, same lang siya doon kanina sa problem number 26, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating, same lang, di ba, pag chinek nyo, x squared plus 2x minus 3, x squared plus x minus 6, nababago lang yung limit, ina-approach na value ng x, naging 2 from the right. Kanina, negative 3, 2 from the left, ngayon, kanina, negative 3 from the right. So, kung paano natin i-simplify to, kanina, pwede na lang natin kopyahin. So, ito, di ba, yung factored form niya, para hindi ko na-explain. Yan. So, pero, gagawin ko lang tong, 2 from the left. Yan. So, makakancel natin tong x plus 3. So, magiging limit ng x minus 1 over x minus 2 na tayo. Then, limit as x approaches negative 2. Positive 2 pala, sorry. Hindi negative. Positive 2 from the left. Ito, yung original. Okay. So, kapag sinubstitute natin yung 2 sa x, magiging 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 2. So, sa numerator, 2 minus 1, 1. Sa denominator, 2 minus 2, magzi-0 yan. Pero true positive or negative values. So, dahil from the left tayo, ang i-assign nating value kay x is close sa 2 but less than 2. 1.999999. So, pag sinubtract nyo, 1.999 minus 2, negative yon, di ba? So, approaching 0 tayo through negative values. So, pwede itong mag-infinite limit kasi constant yung numerator tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, check nyo. Positive divided by negative. Negative. So, the answer is negative infinity. Okay? Problem 27, no? Next. Problem 28. Limit of x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 6 as x approaches to from the right naman. So, from the right, ibig sabihin, ina-approach ni x si 2 through values greater than 2. So, pwedeng x is 2.0001. Okay? Ito, same lang din to sa problem 27, di ba? Ito yung problem 27. Yung f of x, pareho lang sila. X squared plus 2x minus 3, x squared plus x minus 6. Pero, magiging ano lang, positive. Right-hand limit itong 28, left-hand limit yung 27. So, kung paano natin i-simplify yung 27, same lang. So, copy ko na lang to. Ito, yung factored form. Yan. Pero, magiging from the right lang yan. So, makakancel yung x plus 3, matitira is limit ng x minus 1 over x minus 2 na lang as x approaches to from the right. So, i-substitute na natin yung 2 sa x. So, 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 2. So, 2 minus 1, 1 pa rin. Over, eto magsi-0 ulit. 2 minus 2, 0 eh. Pero, through positive or negative values, approaching 0 through positive or negative values. Check nyo, dahil from the right tayo ngayon, ang value ng x na pwede natin i-assign is 2.00001, di ba? Kapag minus nyo 2.0001 minus 2, positive, di ba? So, approaching 0 to through positive values. So, automatic infinite ang limit natin. Pero anong sign? Check nyo, positive divided by positive. Positive. So, positive infinity ang sagot. Okay. Next, problem number 29. So, limit ng x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 6 as x approaches 2. So, tinanggal ko na yung right hand tsaka left hand. Wala na, di ba? Ibig sabihin, two-sided limit. So, etong expression na to or function, same lang yan sa problem 27 and 28. Ito, di ba? Same lang. Ito yung 28. Ito yung 27. Copy natin. So, dahil two-sided limit tayo, check natin yung right hand tsaka left hand. Kasi same lang naman sila na expression sa f of x. Iko-compare ngayon natin. Ano yung limit na nakuha natin kanina sa 28, right hand limit? Ito, positive infinity. So, positive infinity. Tapos, yung 27 sa left hand limit is, ito, 27 is negative infinity. So, ito yung RHL, ito yung LHL. So, para makuha nyo yung two-sided limit as x approaches to, ko-compare nyo yung right hand tsaka left hand limit. Pareho ba sila? Magkaiba. Yung right hand limit kasi positive infinity. Yung left hand limit naman negative infinity. Therefore, hindi mag-e-exist yung two-sided limit sa 2 kasi magkaiba yung right hand tsaka left hand. So, does not exist ito. Otherwise, kung equal sila, let's say, pareho silang positive infinity rin yung sagot. Or kung pareho silang negative infinity din yung sagot. Okay? So, next, problem number 30. Limit of 1 over x minus 1 squared as x approaches 1. So, this time, two-sided limit. Okay? Wala kang sign na plus minus, di ba? So, pwede mo pa rin kuhain yung right hand tsaka left hand. Para ma-check natin, baka kasi mag-iba yung right hand sa left hand. So, kuhain ko muna yung limit as x approaches 1 from the right. Ibig sabihin nito, close enough si x sa 1 but greater than 1. 1.0001, ganon. So, bale, 1 over 1, substitute ko muna. Yung pinaka-given, sulat muna natin. Tapos, kapag sinubstitute na natin yung 1 positive sa x, 1 over 1 minus 1 squared. So, 1 over, ito magzi-zero to kasi 1 minus 1, 0. Pero approaching through positive or negative values. Kasi dahil approaching tayo from to 1 from the right, 1.00001 dapat yung x. So pag may minus mo, 1.0001 minus 1, positive, di ba? So positive tapos naka-square ka. So kapag positive in-square mo, positive pa rin. So magiging 1 over 0 positive. So infinite limit ito. Kasi constant yung numerator tapos denominator is approaching 0. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So positive yung numerator divided by positive yung denominator. Positive divided by positive, positive. So kapag right hand limit, positive infinity. Paano kapag yung left hand limit naman? Limit as x approaches 1 from the left. Okay, nitong same function, 1 over x minus 1 squared. So, ang i-assign mo namang value dito kay x is close sa 1 but less than 1. So, let's say 0.9999 ... Okay? So, i-substitute natin ngayon dito si 1 sa x. So, 1 minus 1 squared. So, 1 over, so magzi-zero uli yan kasi 1 minus 1 is 0. Pero approaching 0 through positive or negative values. So dahil nga approaching 1 tayo from the left, ang x natin dapat is 0.99999. I-minus 1 yung 0.9999. Negative yon, di ba? So 0, approaching 0 through negative. Okay? Tapos naka-square 'Di ba kapag in-square nyo yung negative base, magiging positive yon. So, babalik tayo sa approaching 0 through positive. So, infinite limit din yan kasi constant yung numerator, approaching 0 yung denominator. Pero anong sign ng infinity symbol? Positive or negative? So, positive yung numerator divided by positive yung denominator, positive pa rin. Positive infinity. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung right hand tsaka left hand. Ito yung right hand, ito yung left hand limit. Anong value nila? Parehong positive infinity. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, mag-e-exist ngayon yung two-sided limit. Okay? Kasi, pareho yung right hand tsaka left hand limit, equal din dapat sa positive infinity. So, sa mga previous example, does not exist, diba? Dito, like sa previous problem, kasi nagkaiba yung right hand tsaka left hand. Pero ngayon, pareho na positive infinity tsaka positive infinity yung right hand and left hand. Kaya, mag-e-exist yung two-sided limit, which is positive infinity din. Okay, so ayun, nakasolve na rin tayo ng 30 problems. So I think enough na to na illustrate na natin mabuti yung infinite limits topic through 30 problems. Siguro sa next video natin, next topic na tayo. Mag-aano na tayo, limits at infinity. Tapos na yung two-sided limits, tapos na yung one-sided limits, infinite limits, limits at infinity naman. So abangan nyo yung next video tutorials natin ha. Subscribe lang kayo sa ating YouTube channel, Engineered Math. Ililink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin, pati yung pinaka-playlist ko sa differential calculus para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga videos ko simula sa unang lesson hanggang sa pinaka-last lesson nyo sa DiffCal para meron na kayong guide sa buong subject nyo na differential calculus from our YouTube channel. So, gagawin nyo na lang, ibibinge watch nyo na lang, imamarathon nyo na lang yung differential calculus playlist ko para makatulong sa inyo kung kailangan nyo ng mag-review or mag-advance study. Okay, so good luck sa mga nagtitake ng differential calculus. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Basta mag-aral lang kayong mabuti, mag-practice mag-solve ng maraming problems, parang yung ginagawa natin sa video tutorials. And manood lang kayo ng mga video tutorials ko sa YouTube. Engineered Math YouTube channel, Differential Calculus Playlist. Okay, see you on my next live. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.